electrical. That's why I studied electrical engineering. But I had to open my curtains, which I don't like to do. As soon as I open my curtains, this thing right here, and I know how to close them, somebody else is acting up at that street. They wear something that looks like this. I've seen them before. I haven't seen their individual faces, but I know what they're doing. They're not coming after me. They're at somebody else's house. I was going to use this to install that door. Now I don't need it. But it works. It's a heavy-duty power strip, and it's heavy. This thing weighs a lot. Here's the other one, which I've had for years. I used to cut my hair with it in the bathroom, but now it's useless because I have the rechargeable one with the USB cord. What I did, I wrapped it up so it's all nice and... Hear that noise? That's what people clang stuff with, but I can see what they're doing. It's how do you tell someone to stay out of somebody else's business? Because I can see what they're doing from a distance. And believe me, I hung everything out that window. Everything I ever tested, I hung out the window, including this shirt. I put Bob Marley out there. I put the wedding stuff out there. The whole dangling out the window white stuff. I mean, literally the blackout curtains, and it did. It worked. It actually, that's the only way you can wash, curtains. All of it. Now you see how many wires there are? Also very heavy. I bought this for a reason. I was going to try and help install the door, but it does. You can carry this around and use it all over your property. Eventually, they're going to be asking me for it. This is a large community. But it's all tangled up because the guy I live with is even worse. He'll throw you into a frenzy and then create a turmoil. Plus, there's a dog involved. Dogs are even worse. Especially the one that he has when they're like 10, 11, 12, 13. They know that they're going. They don't last forever, dogs. Sure enough, his dog, when it does the three of us or there's four of us, the dog always gets in the way. But I can tell I know how to do it because I have it wrapped specifically. Look how, see how crumbled it gets? All you have to do is unravel it. Stuff to do, just like the mystery they're unraveling right there. And they will figure it out. You can never estimate anyone who has one of these on, and I can tell that they have it. And believe me, people hate hearing other people's noise. Beeping the horn, running the lawnmower, running the vacuum cleaner, clanging dishes, it's all the same. Every part of it's always been the same. And you wonder why I would do that. Because I had this dangled in this room, but I'm in such a tight space, I'm going to trip over it anyway. That's why I have so many cords, including that cord for that guitar. Because you can give a concert out this window. Just like everybody else preparing for tonight or whatever they're doing, you need an electric cord. This. It can plug right into that wall, but I have the right end. But I bought it because it's super, super nice. It's what everybody wants to have. The longest extension cord you can possibly get. Here's the other end of it, which is the confusing part, because I was trying to vacuum his house. It's impossible. It's huge. You need an army to clean it. And he never cleaned it, never vacuumed, not even once. He used to do it, but he never does it anymore. He expects me to do it. But when you vacuum, you get all that dust coming up. Look how complicated it is just to walk around this room. Because I have it such a tight space, only this wide, all the way around the room, all the way. That's why I want it to look good, because I know what's underneath here. All the electrical stuff. They're still out there. Believe me, I know what they're doing. What do you think I'm going to do? I needed some kind of a project just to walk around. That's why I studied electrical and computer engineering. It's worth the degree, but you have to go through turmoil to get it. You have to abandon all your religion. Because engineers are scientists. And if you believe in religion, then you can't be a scientist because you have to put science and religion. Besides, it's like separation of church and state. It's the same thing. Just like telling them state police control the state highways, county police control the county highways, you know, with the street. When it says white on the thing, that means the county is responsible for the street. Not in Delaware. I mean, they answer calls on both state troopers and county police. It's true. Other states aren't like that. Don't trip over that cord, man, because you'll fall. You know, you can get zapped by electricity, right? Oh, I blew up the West Wing where they print the money. The whole thing, boom. How many feet do you think it is between here and there? Well, I got 2 of them. I used to walk, you know, on Market Street in Philadelphia. Very dangerous. During the pandemic, I tried to get my transcript. It's like, oh, no, it's completely safe at Drexel. We don't, what do you mean there's a trolley? There's a trolley that goes underneath at 33rd and Powelton or something, wherever the bus stop is. It's called a trolley. Very old-fashioned. Very. But I used to take it with the tokens every day. I showed you the kids tray, right? Oh, here comes Amazon. Oh, they'll get in your way. What do you think's in the Amazon car? Oh, I walked right up to him too. When my grandmother died, you know what she gave me? Her name. That's your mother's maiden name. Don't count on it. Don't count on it. Tedious. It's like watching paint dry. Not when you're talking to police officers, it's not. Your heart races. Just like when it rains, humidity, they're lucky it's not pouring rain right now. They're very lucky. These things always get a little tangled. Always, just like a fire hose. Just like that house down there when I was going to get into the car. 4 fire engines roll up to block my progress. It's a little crinkle, but it'll work, right? I have 3 cords. Pretty heavy, right? Pretty heavy, but separated, right? Look, here comes the storm cloud. They're lucky because it's going to start pouring. I can tell by the humidity. That house right there, they're so lucky. They have a porch with an overhang, so if it starts raining, they won't even get wet. If it was me, I'd be out there every day. Not really, because then you'd be hearing 95 constantly. Now I have to decide is where to put it. Oh, I'm going to put it somewhere. You know how much this stuff weighs altogether? Well, there goes the other cord, which is very tough. It keeps falling off. It wasn't designed properly. Look at all that electric. Put it straight down. Don't let the loop out, because you already have it looped. I'm in the loop. That's why it says O on the back of this jersey. Because I had to look good just to make this video, because I know what's underside of it. See the back of it? That's like a bikini thong. You might wonder why I might try this. It's not going to be heavy enough. I can already tell, but it might hold. I can tell it's not wide enough. It's close, but no cigar. Close. So you have to measure it first. You ever see people hoard paper bags? No, but this is my mail thing, which is good. I'm still going to go get the mail because I have to check it every day. Here's my mail bag or box because it fits the mailbox almost perfectly, even though I'm going to come back and sort it into these things. Here's the kid thing, which I use downstairs. I don't think I showed this in any of my videos yet. It doesn't matter. I'm doing this for myself, so I remember what I'm doing. This is it's perfect. It's perfect for a kid and for me, or any adult. Because first I had to assemble it, which was already assembled. But I washed it very thoroughly. That's how you train kids how to do it. So you put one on one side and one on the other, but I used it for my different purposes. Like utensils, different things. I found a use for it. That's why it's perfectly clean. You can't stand on this. Ooh, but I'm going to use it. Oh, for sure, I already washed it. Hear that phone ding? Now I have a clear path. It's shaped in a U, but I could change it to an H. I could get rid of all my stuff in the center. I could turn on that air conditioner. Why would I do that? It would defeat the purpose. This doesn't tell. Just like the little one. I knew when she was getting like toys, it was designed for her to save her mother. She bought the operation thing, all the kid stuff, to make it the Barbie car, all the Barbie stuff for a girl. With this, I can use this to my advantage. I can put this into the bathtub and put dishwashing liquid in it and do utensils, which I'm kind of doing. It can't fit a plate, and it can't fit on my usual spot to eat. It can't hold the weight of those electrical cords because they're dirty. They were in my hands. But it's pink, isn't it? It looks good. I could wear it as a hat. I'd look stupid. Doesn't fit. But it's washed, it's light, and then you can put it inside a kitchen sink. Fits perfectly inside a kitchen sink. So if you have a kitchen sink and you don't want to get it wet, you put this in it and put the stuff on top of it, and then whoever decides to wash the dishes has to wash them. That's why it's... But you can also put your shoes in there and wash them. Just like I'm watching them. It's no different than at the beach or at the shore or watching police officers do their job. I'm surprised they haven't left yet. Because when I first saw them walking up, just as I opened my curtain, which I can do, I call it a curtain. This one has a blind and a shade. I was flashing lights at these people yesterday. That's why everyone wants to look to see what they're doing. But you can't. You can't walk up to a police officer who are doing their job. You can't. That's why I can close the blind and they can't see me. See how it's white? I can deflect light with that. What it does, it takes a special installation to put that in, which I paid for. Here's my little mosquito getting away from me. I'm going to kill that thing in a second. Oh, believe me, we got bugs all over the place. See, they can't, even last night when I was out there at 9 o'clock, when it was just getting dusk, dude's walking around with the same kind of a beagle like that lady has. Stops right in front of the mailbox. He's like, dude, who installed your door? I'm like, what? It looks like it's fully installed, but it's not. Doesn't even have a doorbell yet. And that's the same thing they were doing, because I could see that the police officer was knocking on the door, but they were trying to look in to see what was going on, because then they open the door and then they let them in. Just like me, if they knock on the door, you have to let them in unless they don't want you to come in. Or unless they know that the officers know whether to come through the door or just stay outside and ask questions. If they have to come in, they will, of course. So what am I going to do with this video? It's for me. That's why it says B. But at the back of it says 20. The logical place to put all of it is right here in my food source. But why would I do that? Because these idiots are having some kind of festival September thing, and they know they're going to be begging this house for electricity. Because it's the closest house to where they do their thing. Believe me, they've set up bigger parties than this. Moon bounces, all of it. I mean, trays. I mean, it's tough to tell how big they'll put their party. But the one year was just, massive. Huge, like party trays, 400 or 500 people. One of the other years, I'm out there trying to, he's like, oh no, you're supposed to do the grill, dude. I'm like, somebody beat me to the grill, but I still helped out, of course. Assembling stuff is part of the fun when you know they're all setting up. The other one was Mr. Softy. Mr. Softy shows up for one of their parties, I guess it was last year. Most people don't know what Mr. Softy is, but Mr. Softy came around and said, like, stop here. I'm like, well, looks like they're going to either postpone it or they're not going to do it. Mr. Softy comes back. Now I know they're going to have it. Fire engine rolls up just like that red car. Police officer rolls up because they have to escort And then the band comes along for a parade. See that red car? Looks exactly like that fire engine. But they know police officers are right there. People are so nosy. But what can you do? Your window's open. I could close the blinds and give them their privacy. Why would I do that? Then I would have no light. Their lights are up, man. Because whoever that car is right there, the lights are on. So it's probably a police cruiser. But that's the funny thing about it. I don't see the other cars. They usually travel with a lot of them. I'll just put it on my bed in my corner, just to move on, create another video, play my guitar. But the funny thing is, I'm not even going to plug it in. You know why? Electricity costs a lot of money before 5. There's their across the street neighbor, which I really like that guy. Could never figure it out how they did that house. Gives you a headache though when you see that rain coming. That's why I'm sweating so much. The humidity is creeping up. Summer's not over, even though it's going to be 10 degrees cooler tomorrow. According to the Weather Channel, I don't think so. They always lie. They think it's going to rain, and it doesn't. It's one of those gross, piss you off kind of rainstorms. Well, obviously, I should take it. Well, I already had a plan for those. Because those two fit in the bag, but this one doesn't. But you have to mark it so you know what's in there. I mean, I have so much clutter, but it's good clutter. I mark it so I know what it is, so I can put it in and look at it. Most people don't do that. It says my name on the front of it. It's from Walmart. They left disgusting food the other day. They couldn't even pick the right food. It's disgusting. What you order from Walmart, you don't always get. I ordered all kinds of vegetables. They gave me ice cream instead, all melted. Elio's pizza, Texas toast, all the disgusting things you don't want to eat. Good tasting Hot Pockets, which I ate some of them, but the main thing is wheat bread. Everybody knows wheat bread, low carb, that's the ticket. Peppers and onions. Asparagus, which is very expensive. See, it says my name on there, but it's got that extra sticker. Now my name's not on it anymore. Just like another bag lady. You need a place to work. Don't forget, financial systems just crashed again. Oh, believe me, they stole my identity. They stole my money. They stole my cell phone. That's my friend. He's El Loco. What, you know why I can't see? Oh, I can see. There's barely enough light. I could open that other curtain, get more light. Wouldn't solve the problem. You know, you have to write really big and mark it so you know what the heck is going on. Just like you're grading a test paper at 4 p.m. Oh, I'm sure professors do it all the time. Wait till 4 o'clock and then say, "Get out! I'm giving you an exam." And then they say in high school, "You have detention. You're waiting." And then they say, "You're not graduating. You have summer school." And then they say, "What's in the bag?" Walmart electric cords. You know, Christmas started in July, right? Why did I lie? I was born in July. So was Shelley on my birthday. See how it never works perfectly? But you have to bring something. You know what my mother told me? She was smart. And I followed her lead the whole way. Said, "Mike, don't start a tradition." Like bringing food to a family affair. She said, if you start bringing cookies or something to a fair, then you're starting a tradition and you have to keep doing it every time you show up. Then she also told me, now it'll fit. But that's the funny thing about her. She learned from her generation before her. How heavy you think Walmart bag is? I don't know, it could break. Why would you put the thing that you want most at the top? Looks like a Christmas present for an electrician, doesn't it? Should go on my bed. Why would I do that? Because then the bed would, you have to keep the spring in the mattress. Just like the spring in the step. That's why I look like them. They're wearing almost the same uniforms. But I didn't do that on purpose. I came up with this before they even showed up. What was the reason? Because I had to look good to make a video. Or take a picture. All the photographers. They're just standing around talking, you know, probably, I don't see them writing a citation. But they're definitely standing there for a reason. It's kind of like being a nosy neighbor, but I was actually going to walk down there and ask questions, but then I realized it's useless. Look how far away it is. But I definitely have it marked, and it is holding. This all didn't come from Walmart. The power outlet, Harbor Freight, just like the solar panels. I couldn't do it because it was too complicated. But I gave it away as a gift to fulfill somebody else's dream. Even though the parents don't like that. Just like this, they don't like this either. And they all have them. That's why I'm not turning on that overhead light. It costs too much money. Now I have a light for my closet. See that amplifier right there? I know where it is because I play it every day. So if you can't hang it high, like on the ceiling, like the white ceiling, where do you put it? On the floor. That's the only spot I have left in that closet. See how I'm doing that with my hand, like this? You know, you can beat the shit out of somebody with this thing. Right? This thing was designed to crack a car door. It's got the nose thing on there. Oh, it'll break glass. But the other thing about it, it can cut just like a sharp knife. What's the point to the story? There isn't any point. This is a magnetic thing. And if I pointed it towards those officers, they would see it. You don't want to point. It's like stupid. It's being stupid. But it's definitely a magnetic. It has so many settings. This is the holy shit setting, which means you're okay. Here's the next setting, which is dimmer, which means you're semi-okay. Here's the status of it all is 1. Here's the red flashing light, which people hate. It's like looking at a police officer's car. They don't want that. They don't want to have to flip on their lights unless they have to. They know that. I wouldn't want to do that. The state police did it to me. I'm walking down the street on Salem Church Road. Some dude who I didn't know who he was. State police gets on the loudspeaker and starts talking to him. Meanwhile, he's leading me into a trap. He leads me into a trap. I have my cell phone, sitting there partying with him, his friend, and me. All of a sudden, he disappears with my cell phone, and I'm trapped at his friend's house for 3 days. No communication. Sleeping on his couch. Like Elmwood Forest? Not Sherwood Forest. Elmwood. Right across from Michael's Lane, where there's a church on every street, Salem Church Road. I look like a cop, right? Sometimes I do. People used to tell me all the time I look like a cop because I like to have my hair cut real short. That's the funny thing about it. It looks like they were just looking at me, but they're just turning their face in the direction of another person. You can't tell. You can't tell what they're doing. Police officer will tell you, sit down, and you can't lie to them. Mm-mm. What's the point of the video? There wasn't one. I'm going to be playing music next. That's why I put the electrical cords down.